The Ballad of the Shelburne Sonesta, or How I Learned to Despise Four-Star Delusions. Oh, gather round, my fellow travelers, and let me weave you a tale so wretched, so unholy in its incompetence, that you will clutch your pearls, your wallets, and your sanity. This is the story of the Shelburne Sonesta, New York, a place where dreams go to die, where rats hold more dignity than management, and where the term hospitality is a cruel cosmic joke. Let us begin with the room of horror specors. Yes, darling, it deserves a title. Spacious, sure, if you consider a crypt spacious. But cleanliness, the carpet smelled like a chain smoker's last regret, aged like milk left in the sun. And the dust, oh the dust, it clung to every surface like a scorned lover whispering tales of neglect. But the piece de resistance, a chest of drawers so poorly secured that it tried to murder a child. Yes, you heard me. A 5-year-old opened a drawer and the entire unit toppled like a drunk aristocrat. And when the parents, rightfully terrified, reported it, the receptionist shrugged like they'd been told the soup was cold. This is why this is bad. Furniture should not be a death trap. Hotels should not treat safety like an optional feature. Now let us speak of the walls of eavesdropping, paper thin. Literally, you could hear your neighbor's thoughts. Every footstep, every cough, every ahem romantic interlude gross. When I, a paying guest, dared to complain the desk's brilliant solution, we can change the walls, astounding, revolutionary. Why not just admit the building is held together by wishful thinking? This is why this is bad. Privacy is the bare minimum. If I wanted to hear strangers' lives, I'd sit in a subway station. But the rat kingdom, oh the rat kingdom. Scratching in the walls, then running across the floor. A rat in a 4-star hotel. The front desk's solution, here's another room, as if the rat didn't have a subway pass to the entire building. And when the guests fled, abandoning belongings in their terror, poof, gone, no accountability, no care. This is why this is bad. Rodents are not roommates. Hotels should not double as wildlife sanctuaries. And the thievery, oh the audacity. A cleaning lady stole a bag of gifts, 300 Werthand. The hotel only acted when threatened with police. This is why this is bad. Theft is illegal. Hotels should not require legal threats to do the bare moral minimum. Then the 50 nightly facility fee scam. For what? A pool? No, a gym? Laughable, just a fee for existing, and when questioned, too bad, charming. This is why this is bad. Hidden fees are theft with extra steps. And let us not forget the AC that docent TAC. The system, a tyrant, either boiling or freezing, no in between. Staff's response, shrugs and smirks. This is why this is bad. Temperature control is not a luxury. It's basic human comfort. The taxi scam. A bellman named Eddie lied about fares. 85 became 120. This is why this is bad. Scamming guests is not a side hustle. And the security deposit theft. 250 vanished, ignored for months. This is why this is bad. Keeping money that isn't yours is called
Deep sigh. I was just looking into what it's like near the Shelburne Sonesta, New York, for tourists, and wow. Like stores there, they get hit bad with scams. It's sad, 1 minute you're shopping, next minute boom, your info is stolen. So like stores near the Shelburne Sonesta, New York, they've had people walk in with fake credit cards, fake IDs, even fake smiles. August last year, 5 people got arrested for stealing $500,000 from TJ Maxx and other shops around there. They opened credit accounts with stolen identities, forged signatures, buy bags, clothes, electronics, poof, gone. And guess what? Police found all their fake card-making stuff in Mount Vernon. Like, how do you even sleep after doing that? I bet those poor tourists whose IDs got stolen didn't even know until their banks called. And the stores probably had to raise prices because of these guys. Then there's another 2 dudes from the Bronx scammed TJX stores that TJ Maxx, Marshalls for $50,000. They open reward cards with fake licenses, buy stuff, return it for cash. Like how? Court made them pay it back. But some tourist probably got stuck with a messed up credit score because of them. And this one's big. A whole group stole $900,000 from Target, Home Depot, places like that, then sold everything at pawn shops. 48,000 items. Like, imagine buying something new there and it's actually stolen. I cry. It's just size stores near the Shelburne Sonesta, New York. They've got these waves of scams. Tourists don't even see it coming. And the worst part, the scammers keep doing it. Police catch them, but like gestures vaguely, it never ends. Quietly, I just hope whoever got hurt got their money back, but you know how that goes.
Let's talk about what surrounds the Shelburne Sonesta New York. I've been reviewing, shall we say, the establishments nearby, and honestly, it's left a rather bleak taste in my mouth. It feels as though the area is painted with a brush dipped in disappointment, a canvas of unmet expectations. These businesses collectively feel off, like a slightly wilted bouquet. They look presentable, but the freshness is gone. It's not that everything is actively awful, it's that a pervasive sense of carelessness seems to define the experience. It's as if they're operating on autopilot, a sort of cynical efficiency. It's important to understand the root of this feeling. New York City obviously is expensive. Prime real estate demands a premium, and I suspect this translates into a prioritization of profit over genuine hospitality or even basic competence in many of these surrounding businesses. It's a predatory environment feeding off the hope and wallets of tourists. It makes one question the very fabric of service in this particular pocket of Manhattan. Let's start with what I'll call the wellness sector, and specifically Oasis Day Spa. These spas, generally speaking, promise a sanctuary, a restorative escape. What they deliver is, more often than not, a feeling of having been gently, yet firmly, robbed of your time and money. It's a recurring theme, therapists seemingly unsure of basic techniques, offering advice during a deep tissue massage, which, by the way, rarely feels particularly deep. The stories, they're unsettling. One person recounted a manager being brought into the room while they were unclothed to address a complaint about the massage itself. Imagine that, the utter lack of professionalism. It's not just about the massage being subpar, it's about the violation of personal space and basic human dignity. There's a pattern of dissatisfaction, a consistent feeling of being shortchanged. I felt a quiet dread creep into my soul when reading these. They present themselves as luxury, but underneath it feels as though the foundation is built on sand, and the reports of broken bracelets. It's a small thing, but it speaks to a lack of attentiveness, a carelessness that borders on negligence. Moving on, let's talk about the food. Momosan Ramen's sake. Ramen at its core should be comforting, a warm hug in a bowl. Here it seems to be more of a chilly shoulder. The dominant complaint is that the ramen tastes flat, like a sad, watery imitation of the real thing. One reviewer described it as tasting like liquid lasagna. Liquid lasagna. That image has haunted me, frankly. The portions are described as minuscule, the prices exorbitant, a perfect storm of disappointment. There's a sense of being swindled, of paying a premium for a distinctly underwhelming experience. Beyond the food itself, the service appears consistently poor, rushed, inattentive, bordering on rude. They seem to be relying entirely on the idea of ramen, on a slick decor and a good Google rating, rather than actually delivering a quality product. It's a facade, a carefully constructed illusion that crumbles with the first spoonful. It's almost like a theatrical production where everyone involved is utterly phoning it in. I find myself wondering if the chef even likes ramen. Then we have Blank Street Coffee. The issue here isn't necessarily the coffee itself, although opinions seem mixed. It's the fundamental lack of basic amenities, no bathrooms, no Wi-Fi, no outlets. It feels less like a coffee shop and more like a holding pen for caffeine addicts. It's a functional space devoid of any warmth or hospitality, coupled with reports of inaccurate opening hours and staff who seem actively displeased by your presence. It's a recipe for frustration. It's an exercise in minimalist discomfort. I feel a sort of dull ache when I think about it. It's a place designed solely for efficiency, stripping away any semblance of enjoyment or community.
And the reports of staff being impolite about app issues. It's a small thing, perhaps, but it reveals a fundamental disregard for customer satisfaction. They aren't selling coffee, they're selling convenience at the cost of basic human decency. And finally, LAVO Italian restaurant. Oh, LAVO, this one makes my blood run cold. The problems here aren't isolated incidents, they're systemic issues pointing to a deeply flawed establishment. The food, while reportedly decent, is overshadowed by a consistent pattern of appalling customer service. Discriminatory behavior, rude staff, and baffling policies seem to be the norm. Stories of being